So if you're going to start something, you've got to start from somewhere and you've got to go somewhere. So along the way, you want to mark the path with certain things that you're trying to accomplish, certain goals. Today we have mile markers on the highway. I tried to find one of these mile marker things, but I didn't see any. The thing is, if you're going to start something, a business or a creative endeavor, anything that you're going to build, you've got to start from somewhere and you've got to mark some of the places along the way that you want to get to. Okay, that side of the road business was just too loud. So, milestones. The thing about starting a business is when you start, you know, it's knowing when to celebrate. And sometimes the tendency is to think, oh, once I make it, I go big and it's like a whole huge thing. Then I'll throw a party and I'll be in a hot tub with my soulmate.
Living in a big old mansion somewhere, you know, soaking it up in a hot tub with my soulmate.
And of course that's the goal, that's what we're all striving for here. We want to take this thing huge, but in the meanwhile, there's a lot of things that will happen between when you start and when you get to that point where you feel like you've made it. I can tell you that from my personal experience is what I can talk about. I've been doing this for 7 years. I never have once felt that I've made it. I always feel like there's more to accomplish. And from listening to people who are further down the road than I am and more accomplished than I am, they all say the same thing. You never really feel like you've made it. So the Romans, obviously, who are credited for inventing roads, would put these mile markers along the way so you would know how far you had traveled. And there was something called a golden mile marker in the middle of Rome that marked, like, you know, 0 mile, thanks Wikipedia. So basically they were marking progression. That's where we get the term milestones, right? So when something happens, we know we've got to a certain point, and we can, in this case, what I'm going to encourage you to do is celebrate those things. So as you start in your business and you are launching these things, as you go from starting to building something, so there's 2 things you want to do. One, you want to identify what your milestones are. So you want to set those goals. So they're, you know, I'm going to go here, go here, go here. And so first thing is you want to identify. Second thing that you want to do is you want to celebrate them. You want to acknowledge them. You want to celebrate them. You want to make a big deal of, hey, you know, we've got to a certain place. And so the temptation is, oh, well, we'll celebrate whenever we've made it big and we have our first IPO. And certainly there'll be time for celebration if and when that occurs. But in the meanwhile, we've got to do step 1 and step 2 and step 3 and, you know, step 1 through 1,000 before we get there. So as we get to those things, we're identifying them and we're celebrating them. And so today we're going to do exactly that. We have what is a super, super small milestone for a YouTube channel, but, you know, we're celebrating. Today we're celebrating, yay! 100 subscribers. Yeah, so it's 100 subscribers. We're super excited. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome and amazing for participating. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to just keep pressing on and moving on. Set your goals, acknowledge them when they come up, celebrate them as you reach those different milestones, and let's keep going. Let's just keep going. Okay, our tour of coffee shops around the greater Fort Worth area continues. Today, we're in beautiful downtown Fort Worth. There she is. We are heading to something called Sons of Something, Sons of Justice, Sons of Liberty. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, we're gonna go hit that up right now. And it's a little bit cold today, but it's nice and sunny. So we're gonna go on a look for this little coffee shop over here. Oh, here we go. Check it out. Yeah, what's the thing? Is there like a thing?
Like, I think so, yeah. So we do pour over in our 2 different blends, the Ethiopian and the Colombian. We'll have that right out for you.
Sons of Liberty, is it Fort Worthy? Yes, most definitely. Welcome to town, fellas.